G'day there, mates. My name is Mr. Magilla-cutti, and welcome back once again to my channel. Today, we'll be continuing the story of Horizon 2, The Forbidden West. Now, where we left off in the last episode, we pretty much returned Aoife back to Gaia, restoring her to more of her strength. And we had an old talk with Beta, who talked about one of the Zeniths who seemed to care for her a little bit until she just cut her off. So we got nothing more out of that. Aloy was quite frustrated, but Beta just doesn't realize that not everything can be done by logic and numbers. Sometimes you have to have a bit of faith and hope. And it's something clearly that she never experienced.
I see
If
you,
you walk
champion.
by,
Safe.
you'll miss out on a
Please.
good trade.
Alright, what do you got?
Heard the lowlanders have been fighting rebels by the coast, west of the grove. If you're still helping the chief handle those scabs, you might want to talk to Grigella at Tide's Reach.
If I make it out there, I'll see what I can do.
Pledge of Justice. Thank you very
Safe
much.
travels, champion.
Okay, now again, I'm going to be holding off going after Demeanor until I get the rest of those markers on the map from the Rebel outpost, their camps, and pretty much everything else. Now, that being said, there will be a lot of markers I won't be able to get to due to the fact that it's locked behind the metal flowers. So, once I cleared up the rest of the map and got as many of the markers as I can, I'll go far in to the Demeanor side main quest.
So you like hearing me butcher Utaru? I sure don't. You sound like a dying long leg.
And you done? Now, I'm just gonna pause it for a sec. As I said, once I clear all the markers, I'll start doing some of the Demeanor side quest. I mean main quest, sorry. And as soon as I get the tool needed to get rid of the metal flowers, I'll start going back around the world to collect the rest of them.
Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down at that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. That's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
Yeah. Probably not a good idea.
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure.
Speaking of which, where is he?
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape.
Of course.
With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, because I think she needs to be focused right now.
I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. You be careful out there.
Because the last thing you want is to be pretty groggy-minded after having a round or two.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
Sorry, so my ear's really itchy. I don't know why.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The sacred lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
I can't deny that. When you lose loved ones, sometimes when you're trying to focus on things ahead, you have to bury those memories, but you can't always keep them buried forever. No matter how hard you try. Because sometimes when they're gone, they're the only thing you have, man. Sorry.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe.
Maybe they can actually use that to their advantage at some point. They just need to find the right angle, the right bit of information. Perhaps something to, I don't know, cause some more infighting between them. Because then again, these are pretty much people who look out for their own self-interest, so they don't like the idea of working together.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I had thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. Did Catalo find his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the most part.
He's not much of a talker.
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Again, this is another thing I love about games, just the chemistry between the characters here. Because you can have a game that has all the action in it. If you don't have good chemistry between the characters...
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
I suppose that's all you can really do.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
That's selfish people for you. I guess with no one but themselves. So as long as they're okay, they don't care if the rest of the world burns.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from. Like you've done here, for us. Maybe one day, more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice.
It's a slow start, but yeah. Might actually do some good.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Let's see if I can find out to knock, friend. I'm been seeing his name a couple of times, but I just can't get it in my head yet. Like how to pronounce it, how it's pronounced. Okay. Right.
The
Might as
old
well.
ones use holograms for everything.
It let them experience a great many things.
Holograms are illusions, though. I wonder if at some point they just couldn't tell what was real anymore.
Maybe. They were intelligent, but that doesn't mean they were wise.
As that doesn't matter how smart someone is. Doesn't mean they're always just the wisest person in the room. People make mistakes, and sometimes people just won't admit that they do make mistakes, and still things just get worse. And I will admit I'm not the smartest cookie out there, but it's not me for at least trying to be smart enough, or at least try better.
Beta's been difficult to figure out. She's just so closed off. I get that the Zeniths were cruel to her, that the one called Tilda abandoned her, but I can't get her out of her shell. I don't know. Maybe nothing can.
I wouldn't say nothing, Aloy. You just need to find the right something else that you both have in common besides Elizabeth.
I know Varl meant well bringing up Rost. I guess it's hard to talk about. With everything going on, it feels easier to set those memories aside. At least for now. When I met Hikaru, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. Fashav was right. Hikaru wants peace. It won't be easy. But with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance.
Okay, that's everything.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
Front.
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
Interesting. Caterpillars and Sisyphus.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
So it's just pretty much me just checking out the rest of the base. What's this?
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Right, so once we talk about Tanaka, friend, we'll go back.
That his focus thing's trying to kill me?
You did almost drown it in beer.
Not on purpose.
Oh, God.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Alrighty.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Yeah, fear will do that to people.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the cool route. Deca, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the cool route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
I guess that's why some people love to do skydiving. I would honestly be scared out of my wits about it, but the idea of the sense of freedom like that, I don't know. I would like to say I understand it, but I'm too much of a coward to say that I do.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the Focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
I think it has. But the thing about that kind of power is that it can, and it does, just make you believe you're invincible.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Must be strange, seeing everything through a Focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted.
I agree with that.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the 10 themselves.
Anything else you've been looking at with that Focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross.
That's actually kind of true.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as self-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guy mentioned something about helping him with about his arm, but I don't know why he hasn't brought it up yet. Anyway, how many more rooms have opened up here? Look at the bath. There's a kitchen here. That's a shower room, definitely. What's this one?
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
And nothing here. Oh,
If you keep
Plugging
frowning,
in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms.
maybe we can look at it together later. Have a conversation about it.
I'd like that.
alright, this doesn't look like there's anything else more that we can look into here. So I'm going to quickly go upstairs and have a chat with Guy about something. I can't remember what. But I think there was something that I could have talked to her about, but first we'll see. And since I'm here, I might as well plug in that module from the survey drive. I know I said I was going to wait till I get them all,
Welcome
but
back.
I think this might as well do it.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility.
Yeah,
Why
that's
is it
right.
there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then.
Yep. Other than just creating war machines.
Why did Aether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Aether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. The one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there. See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Keep forgetting.
Okay, data module's in.
Alrighty, so we got these 3 left to do. Once I get the last of them, I'll have a look around all the modules. Now, as I was saying when I realized the mic was muted, I thought I saw something there about the Zeniths. So, we'll have one more chat with Gaia, then we'll get on our way.
Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
Yep.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Alright, so nothing new there.
I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
Thank you, Gaia. Alrighty.
Pizza?
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Or something like that.
Maybe you can find the recipe?
I think it was just flat bread with cheese and some sauce.
I like it already.
So do I, mate. So do I. I literally just love pizza. I don't know. So we can talk to him about his arm. Wrong button. And blue. Waiting on that. Done all those. Already done those. Done all those. Need to head back to the arena to find out more about them. Got a couple of ruins. Wait, no, we can't get to those ruins because they're blocked by the flowers. And we got those. And we got that one there. So we still got
Wow, that's gonna haunt my nightmares.
What? What is? Come on, Bob. Don't leave us hanging like that. What was gonna haunt your nightmares? Any new rumors for us? Nope.
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's deadly out here.
And oh yeah, got this from him, but we need shards. Sweet day. Anything we can sell? Oh, a few things. Whoa, whoa! What the heck? think I better keep a hold of this chance because, one, I'm getting mine in hot arrows, and two, you never know. Right, okay. So, yeah, we can't explore here. Okay. Oh yeah, back to the grove because we need to hand this in. Something new here. Okay. Maybe that's the arena. Oh, of course, I didn't press the right button to fast travel.
Let's work on your range. Good day, warrior.
Alright. Alright.
Good
So
day,
we're gonna...
champion. If only my blade could have earned honor against Regala.
I'm watching you.
With your blade amongst us, we will do. Good day, out there. Hikaru's champion. How many do you have? You can pass.
We've done it this time, Dax. An honor, champion. I'm Nako. Have you been out to the Valley of the Fallen by chance?
Don't think I have. Why? What's there?
My idiot little brother. The valley is a test of endurance and skill from my clan, the Lowlanders. But it's been closed for months. Commander's orders. There have been reports of strange lights off the coast, and the whole area is crawling with deadly machines. But Dax, reckless and bare-armed as he is when in any way, never takes no for an answer. Convinced two others to go with him, too. They've been missing for days, and now Marshal Ivir has been sent in to bail them out.
Strange lights, deadly machines, and missing soldiers? Sounds like a lot, even for a marshal.
I'd go by myself, if I wasn't stuck on transport duty.
I'll find your brother, if I can. Where is this valley?
Southwest of here, in the depths of lowland territory. Look for the climbing path on the cliffs. It marks the start of the valley. And if you see my brother, knock him on his ass for making me worry.
I'll keep that in mind, pal. Right, so the Valley of the Fall.
Strange lights off the coast. Whatever it is, it can't be good. I should look into it when I'm out that way.
We have the parts we need to open the arena.
That one's changed too.
Aloy, need to turn in some tags or trade some medals? Maybe you won some from hunting grounds. But if you want to turn in the parts, we need to open the arena. We'll have to talk to Kala.
Alright then, where is Colin?
Well, I guess I should go.
Safe travels.
Ah, there she is.
The next time I'm on leave, I'm heading to the grove.
I've got the parts you need for the ballista.
Excellent. We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange a challenge for you.
And any medals you win from fighting, you can exchange with me for some of the tribe's very best equipment. Not just from the arena, but also medals won at hunting grounds.
That's good. I've already got all the stripes from all the hunting grounds.
You do? That's a feat to be sure. With the medals you've earned for doing that, you'll be able to trade for something truly special. After upgrading your gear, I think you'll come to favor me over Kala.
I'm here to help train our squads. Is that a popularity contest?
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then. Come talk to me if you win, or if you have soldiers' tags to turn in.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena now, we can set it up in no time.
I'll come back later.
Whenever you want.
Alrighty, so we can actually find in the arena, do some stuff, to actually trade in some stuff to buy some better equipment. Very, very, very nice.
What can I do for you, Aloy?
Let's have a look at your equipment, but first...
I found some of the tags you mentioned before.
Good. The squad mates and families of the deceased will be grateful. Here, what you've done is extraordinary.
Death Seekers. So we need arena medals for these ones. However, we can trade in the hunting medals here. Nora Thunder Warrior, Mark Vanquisher, and a Conjure. Lead. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the arena getting this stuff. Anyway, let's grab this stuff, shall we? Yeah, just enough for the last one.
Good luck on the hunt.
Oh, sorry. I don't actually have any tags right now.
No problem. Let me know when you find some.
Alright, so we can find a use for those tags.
I need to get going.
Of course. Good luck.
Alright, so I think we should actually do a couple of rounds in the arena. Berserk
Champion,
Hunter arrows.
you looking for a challenge?
Okay, Berserk Hunter arrows are now available for one of your hunter bows. Fire these arrows at humans or machine enemies to build up their Berserk state. Once in this state, they will attack nearest target, regardless of whether they are friend or foe. Wear down the strength of your opponents by making them fight each other. I think that's what the Spark Snout's been doing with other enemies too, putting them in Berserk states.
Welcome back.
The arena. Are you ready to put your machine hunter skills to the ultimate test? Jump into the arena and take on the strongest machines in escalating challenges. Complete challenges to earn arena medals that you can trade to the prize monster for unique and extremely powerful gear. Choose your weapons and tend to your health before entering the arena. You won't have a chance to do so once inside. Ooh. So I have to be ready and careful for this. So,
Our machines aren't going anywhere if you change your mind.
So I want to better start upgrading my gear. I probably can take on the amateur, but I think I'd rather wait until I actually know I'm fully prepared. You know?
She's clear to enter. I hear she stopped a war in the east. I wonder if to your enemies. Aloy, Regala's Bane.
It's the Chief's champion.
Okay. So again, we still got a lot of stuff to clear, but right now, let's go to the Valley of the Fallen. That's all the way down here. Okay, so that's actually down around this area here. Now again, I wonder what's behind the cloud here. I think I want to check this one out first because I don't know. I just got a gut feeling that this may help us to get the item needed to take care of those metal flowers. It's just a guess on my part. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done any looking up on the game here, except for the fact when I was trying to find out how to get the breathing mask. This fairy always had flowers here?
I was annoyingly impatient at your age, too.
Everything okay? What are you doing out here?
Ask my grandmother. I risked leaving guard duty to look for her. She stopped to see the bloom, and now she won't leave. Since when does she care about flowers?
They're not just flowers, child. They're scarlet stems with a scent that soothes the nerves. Or so I was told many years ago, by an Utaru seed tracker.
An Utaru? Now you're telling stories. If one trespassed here back then, you'd have killed him on sight.
I couldn't. Found him picking flowers, right near here, in Tanakh territory. I was all set to strike him down, but he was singing.
Singing?
Can't remember the tune now. Just the lilt of his voice. And his name. Nilo. He decided to stay for a day or two. I took guard duty here so I could keep coming back to him. And he kept delaying his return to Plainsong. For the flowers, he said.
Please don't tell me I'm descended from a Nutaro gardener.
Almost. Almost. But the thrill of battle called to me, and he had to return to his people. I've always wondered about the life I missed with him. Whether he misses it too. Would he welcome me in plain song? Or at least accept a scarlet stem?
It's a long way to Plainsong, but I get back there now and then. I could pick some scarlet stems and bring them to Nilo, if I can find him.
Please. He was an herbalist there. I know the time has long since passed, but I'd like to know. Well, I'd like him to know. You know what I mean.
I think I do.
Encouraging an old woman? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I?
Now, sadly, I can't say that I understand the notions of love, but it's nice. I just find it nice. Okay, just one more.
A brighter day!
I should look for the herbalist. Might still be Nilo. I could give him the scarlet stems.
Hey, the herbalist is the anesthesiast. Let's see. Ah, so it actually leads me to him.
I think I'm late for my duty in Texas captivity.
A rush of air.
Outlander, what can I do for you?
You're the herbalist here, right? Are you Nilo?
No, Nilo was before my time. I think he went up north a while back to Riverhim. Why? Do you need a special solve?
No, but someone else does, in a way. Thanks. I'll try Riverhim.
There's a grove there, a memorial, a beautiful greenery. If he's there, I bet he'll be tending it.
Thanks again.
Glad I could help. I hope you find what you're looking for in Riverhim.
Toxin to fill the air here.
If this really is the end of us, we should take solace in the sight.
This pretty much me jumping back and forward. I know, but well, I suppose having fast travel, you don't use it properly.
Okay, Riverhim. I should look for Nilo. Give him the scarlet stems. The herbalist in Plainsong said he might be near the Memorial Grove.
Nilo.
Did she say Nilo? Hi there.
Nora, here. You're a long way from home.
I suppose I am. I'm looking for an herbalist named Nilo. I think I heard you say his name.
You've come to the right place. His seeds were buried here, where he tended the blooms of others, including my mother's. I'm his daughter, GAIA.
How long has he been gone?
Some 5 years now. He put a lot of love into this grove. Almost as much as he gave me. That's why I could never abandon Riverhim.
I'd like to leave some flowers, if I may. From an old friend of his.
Scarlet stems. They're rare in these parts, but they were his favorite. I never knew why. He planted them whenever he could, but never picked them. Preferred to just watch them bloom.
Sounds about right. So he was a good man who led a full life?
He was. And he did. I don't know who this old friend is, but if my father liked them, they must be a good soul.
Suppose you better go let him know.
Hey, how goes it? You've recovered. Good.
Oh, our sanctuary would have been trampled and burned without your help. Thank you.
Alrighty, let's head back.
Look, the Outlander's back.
I can still see well enough, girl.
Is my long vigil over? You have word from my grandmother's gardener?
Yes and no. I laid the scarlet stems at his grave. His favorite flower, according to his daughter. Always loved to watch them bloom.
He's gone. But he did think of me over the years. That'll have to be enough.
Really? That's it? Are you sure you got the right herbalist?
Huh. Seemed like you thought it was a fool's errand.
Well, it's just that it meant something to you. It could have been a whole other life.
Could have been. But this life hasn't turned out so bad. Even have a granddaughter who cares enough to come looking for me out in the wilds. And I've still got scarlet stems to remind me of Nilo.
Sounds like your grandmother's got it all figured out.
Maybe she does. Just tell me the next time you want to come out here, okay? Instead of disappearing?
Maybe I will. Here, Outlander. Take this. For helping an old woman to remember she was once young.
Alrighty people, that's going to do it for today's episode. Next time we'll be continuing to some more of these errands, and after that we'll start exploring the rest of the areas here in hopes of finding some goodies here. I won't be going past this area yet because, well, nothing will take me out there yet. Except here, but that's a whole nother cookie jar altogether. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Show support for the channel. I very much appreciate that. Now, with that being said and done, I'm going to get going. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves.
It is hot.
Take care of yourselves and drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye, take care, and have a bloody good time.